Have you ever bought an image into Moho only to have it feel stiff and awkward? I've been there. No matter what I tried, it just wouldn't move right. Then I found a feature that made my images bend and come alive. In this video, I will show you exactly how Smart Warp works. I will walk you through the exact steps I use to bring images to life in Moho. Let's bring our rig into Moho. We will choose the option Import Layers individually. This rig was drawn in another software and saved as PSD file. We can see that each piece of the rig, the head, the body, the arms, all come in as separate image layers. Now I will add bones to the rig. Now we will bind the bones to the layers. I will select the bones in the arm and click on Link Bones. Now I will lower the strength of the bones. Now we will check the rig. So when I bend the arm, I can see distortion. Now I will add a mesh to the arm. First I will hide all the bones. And I will hide the layers which I don't need. I will create a new vector layer. Give it a name and then move the layer next to the arm layer. Now I will select the Add Point tool. Make sure that Autofill and Auto Stroke, both of these are unchecked. Only Auto Weld and Sharp Corners need to be checked. Now I'll create the mesh around the arm. So the mesh has only one requirement. It will only work if the shapes which I create in the mesh are triangles or quads. So I've created the shape as per the arm. Now I will close the shapes. So we can see that there's a curve over here. When I connected these 2 points, it created a curve. To fix this, we have to press Ctrl A. It will select all the points, and then we do Ctrl P. So once you have created your required shape, we need to use the paint bucket tool to fill the shapes. So this takes some time if the mesh is big. So there is another way to do this. I will use a script. We go to draw and we choose the option fill quad mesh. So one space is left because it is not a triangle or a quad. So I will fix that. Now we will move the mesh layer below the arm layer. I'll click on the arm layer. Under select warp layer, we will choose mesh arm B. And under the mesh, I will enable the option hide in editing. Now I will unhide the bones. And we need to bind the mesh to the bone. Now let's check the arm. So we can see that even after adding the mesh, we still have distortion. Now we'll create a smart action. I will select the bone, click on actions, new action, The timeline will get highlighted and it's on frame 1. I'll go to frame 48, select the transform point. Now I'll click on the mesh layer. Select the transform point. I will manipulate the points at frame 48. Once we have made the necessary changes, we can click on main line. You have seen how mesh with smart actions makes the arm bend naturally. This time I will show you the other way, without smart actions. Same tool, two very different results. And here's how that works. Now we'll create a mesh for the mouth. Now we'll move the mesh layer below the mouth layer. I want to close the mouth, so I'll select frame 24, select the mesh layer, choose the transform points, we have the magnet tool also. We can use that also to move the points. Now we can see that when I move the timeline, the mouth opens. But everything you just learned will feel limited unless you know how to use pin bones. That's Moho's other beginner-friendly trick, and without it, your rigs will always feel a little stiff. Click here to watch the next video and I will show you exactly how it works.